Hey guys, sorry, I got to clean my glasses. It is just amazing how those of you that wear glasses, I don't know if yours are as bad as mine are. These are expensive glasses too. I don't know if they get as dirty as easily as these do. Maybe I just need a better cloth. I don't know. But anyway, welcome. Happy Saturday, everybody. We're here to celebrate 600 followers. We reached it, I don't know, a week or so ago, something like that. So we usually do our celebration streams on Saturday nights, and since tonight is Saturday night, we're going to celebrate. We're also going to be, we're going to have some giveaways. We'll do those a little bit later. We're going to start the night off by doing some more Assassin's Creed Valhalla. We're going to do at least one story arc. Depending on how long that takes, we might start another one. And then probably about the last hour or so of the stream, we'll do some Jackbox with the folks that are here. I know Misbehave is streaming herself right now, some Mass Effect 3. So hopefully she will be able to join us shortly after she is done. But anyway, we're going to be doing Jorvik today. As you can see, Eivor is power level 400. And she's gotten 13, 18, 19 mastery level points. So we are up there in levels. Let's see, let's get, I haven't looked at my runes all that much. At least not recently, to see if there's anything that I can swap out for something that might be a little bit better. I did swap out my hunter bow. Was that this? I think it was this morning. We got a bow from, what was his name? Was it Bierston? I think it was Bierston. We got one from as a gift for completing his story arc. Let's check his name. Yeah, Bierston. There you go. Bierston was an ealdorman of Essex in the 19th century, married to Frankish nobility in order to cement a cross-channel alliance, a keen huntsman, hence the bow, and apparently a hopeless romantic. He was also a prolific writer, although I should say his enthusiasm far stripped his talent in that regard. Now that's the French woman there that they were just mentioning. That's the childhood sweetheart. And that's the guy that helped us get the French woman essentially out of Dodge and back to France. So he is now part of our Viking crew. Let's see if we can
reorganize the crew.
Yeah, let's see if we can get him in there. So we got Birna earlier when we did Grantbridgeshire, and some of these other folks we got from. Got those from the community. Okay, so we got Bjorn too. We got Bjorn from didn't we get him from Asgard or one of those? Let's see. Let's get let's see. Let's swap out. They have the same hair. There he is. Rolo the Raider. All right, so we've got 3 that we've gotten from the story, from the game itself, and 3 of them we've gotten from the community. Now, supposedly, you're supposed to be able to use your friends, Joms Viking, but for some reason, those are not showing up. Maybe that's coming in an upcoming patch. I don't know.
Done?
Yes, I am done.
I must be on my way now. Goodbye.
Goodbye. And also, as part of the celebrations, we're going to have an ice cream social somewhere around the halfway point of the night. So, got that to look forward to as well. All right, let's see. I'm trying to find everybody. That might be Birna there on the left.
Quite delicious.
This is the woman that takes you to Vinland. Although you can just fast travel from the map. All you got to do is come over here to world and hit Y. You see on the bottom left, and then you can just go there from the menu option. It's just as easy as talking to her. Yeah, that's Rolo right there. Tell by the cornrows. C-Star! Thank you for the resub! 21 months, my goodness. Thank you. We get an emote. Oh, we get pajamas. Thank you for the pajamas. Hello, hello. All right, let's see. We're going to Jorvik. We are going to Jorvik next.
It's cool, everybody. I'm here.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming out tonight. I don't get to see you that often. I'm always glad when you're able to come out. Okay, so Jorvik is this little spot here. The interesting thing about this one, although we don't get anything for the settlement from completing this one, I think it's just silver. You get 3. I won't show which ones it is, but you get 3 of the ancient ones on the list from Jorvik. So yeah, I know, and I understand. I completely understand. And that is perfectly fine. Okay, so Jorvik, let's get that thing active. Welcoming party. With a lead on the order, Eivor heads to Jorvik in search of some old friends who might be able to help. And also, I have cleaned up the entire map and the entire game. Everything has been collected. Wealth, mysteries, artifacts, all that stuff. All the alpha animals are dead. All of the zealots are dead. All the people on the outer edges of the Order of the Ancients list, those are all dead. I'm just working on the rest of the list. We've gotten, God, I hope this isn't really a story spoiler, I guess, but we've gotten several pieces of Thor's armor as well. All right, so let's go to Jorvik. So how have you been? How's the weather up in Finland right now? All right, so yeah, we're supposed to go to the docks and start talking to people. So those white markers that you see on the map, and they're all over the place, those are all the opal markers. Opal is what is the currency that you get from Reda for doing contracts.
This must be Jorvik. The Order of Ancients lurk in its streets and alleys.
And it's also what you use to purchase stuff from him with.
Here.
And I had some extra dark gray and radiant. That's like it was here yesterday. So yeah, back to that. So you can purchase a map with Helix credits, and I bought the unicorn stuff for the ship, which I did use for quite a while, but I switched it off to the Asgard look for the longboat. And I used some of the extra Helix credits that I wasn't going to use for anything else. I just bought the map. It just shows them all to you. Never stayed more than an hour. Yeah, that's typically the way it is here. Unless it gets, occasionally it'll get bad enough for some accumulation. We had it really bad a few years ago. It doesn't.
We got a host.
Sure, and
Welcome,
Leuven
everyone.
is settled near
Thank
this
you, Rusty.
harbor.
Thank you for the host.
Someone should know where to find them.
It doesn't take much to shut. I live in the Atlanta area. I don't live in Atlanta itself, but I live in the Atlanta area, for those of you that don't know. It doesn't take much, no, as you might imagine, to shut Atlanta down. And it got shut down a few years back, so. I have not looked to see what the winter forecast is. Yeah, I mean, it's in the 50s right now. It's been like in the mid 50s for the last few days and for the next few days. So that's kind of where it's hovering right now. I'd have to look at like the almanac and stuff to see. To see what the normals are, but it's got to be below that. Okay, Lafina said to live around the docks. How's it going, Rusty? How you doing? How's your Saturday going? Hope you guys are doing well. Uh-oh. Okay, this isn't a shop. Is it it's not a Yams Viking.
Hey, friend. Could you help me find some of my people?
35 to 40.
I'm looking for Hjor and Juvin.
Sure. I know him. Are you a friend?
I am.
Then you will get no help from me, or any of the other merchants for that matter. Now, if you don't mind.
Bitter. Has Hjor wronged him somehow?
35 to 40 is about where the lows are in the morning right now. Hey kid, what's up?
Little one, can you help me? I am looking for some friends. Do the names Hjor and Juvina mean anything to you?
Juvina.
I think I know that name. A woman. She's from Biamiland.
Very smart.
She sounded funny, so I asked her once. Hope it wasn't rude of me. You want to speak to the dockmaster, Grigory. I've seen him talking with her before.
My thanks.
Okay, where's Gregory?
I am looking for some friends. Been told to ask around this
Laser
harbor.
Lace, hello. Thank you,
Juvina
thank you,
and
thank you.
Hjor.
Happy Saturday.
Oh, sure, I know plenty.
Of that I'm certain.
How is your Saturday? I saw you were playing more World of Warcraft. Doing your own different kind of raiding, I guess. Okay, it says live around the docks. We are at the docks. Nice. Chocolate. Mine is not chocolate. I don't even remember what I got. I got gelato. The Talenti. The Talenti gelato, if you guys have seen it. I like that because it's good, but I also like it because of the containers. The containers are awesome.
There are pocket thieves around lately.
Huh. They can try.
We can try. The containers are plastic, hard plastic with a screw on top, and they're great little containers for stuff like, you know, nails and screws and whatever. Could probably use it for a swear jar if you wanted to. Oh, nice. So your whole family lives down in that area? That's cool. Mine was good. I got the deck finished, as I'm sure you probably saw in the in Discord. Finally. Yeah, Talenti. Yeah, that's how it's spelled. It's... Oh, this is just the merchant.
Good day. I have those if you want them.
Yeah, but yeah, it comes in a clear. The bottom part of it is clear. The jar part of it is clear, and the top is brown. Like I said, it's a screw on top.
Nothing more?
See, I don't have... Oh, here we go. Hold on a second. And yeah, this is this is what I was talking about. This is the container. I got a whole bunch of little nitnoid stuff in here, but this is the container. And you know, the lid just comes off. So yeah, it's I think it's a pint. Yeah, 1 pint. So yeah, it's really, really great for that kind of stuff too. Yeah, exactly. Handy. Cupcake liners and tea bags. They'd probably be great for like cookies, cookie cutter, biscuit cutter. Thank you. Thank you. I am so glad to be done with that thing. Oh my God. But now the next step is to get some furniture for it. I want to get some decent outdoor deck / patio furniture for it. But I might wait for that because we've obviously got winter coming up and I'm not going to be sitting out there on it that much the next few months. So I may wait for that. All right, around the docks. I mean, oh, could this be Gregor? Oh, Sea Star, thank you for the biddies. 1,500 bits, holy bejeebers! Thank you. You are amazing. You are awesome. It might be. I'd have to look and see if it's like on sale or whatever. Look at I guess Home Depot, Lowe's would be good places to look. I'm not looking for anything extravagant. Maybe a couple of chairs and a small table.
Thank you for getting that man into the water. We had been waiting for too long, but we are patient. Anyone keen on the teachings of our Lord is welcome. Perhaps.
No.
There's a mystery right here. I think some guy didn't want to get into the water to get baptized or something, and you basically shoot an arrow into his boat. No, maybe it was he wanted to get baptized, but the water was too cold or something like that. So yeah, it's, you know, I want to use it too. You know, I don't want it to be one of those things where you just rebuild it and you never use it. So I'm kind of hesitant to get a grill. I'd like to get a grill.
This week, and with no explanation.
Rules are rules, but I wish they.
But I don't know how much I'd use it, you know. See, is this considered the docks? Stretch your wings. Sunan. Staples? There's a chest of some kind right there. Ah, there we go. All right. But yeah, now I've got some cleanup to do in the garage because when I tore the old deck apart and took all the nails out of the lumber and stuff, all the lumber's still sitting in the garage, so I've got to get rid of that, plus all the scrap from the stuff that I cut. So we got to get rid of all that extra stuff. Oh, really? Is this one underground? Oh, that.
Best not to draw attention here.
Okay.
And what about me? What about my wares?
What about me? There he is, Gregory.
On whose authority do you impose a tax?
Move along now. We're at a clean dock in Jorvik.
I don't like it when games do that. Give me a prompt to talk to them rather than interrupting the conversation that they're having.
You must be the Dogmaster.
What gave it away?
Everyone hates you.
As I just explained to your friend there, if your wares have been seized, take it up with the council.
These merchants are not my friends, but I'm looking for some. Hjor and Luvina.
You know Hjor and Juvina? What business do you have with them?
Just looking for them, that's all.
We know each other from Norway. Bid farewell to that land, but not to old friends.
You may be glad to hear they fare quite well in Jorvik.
It does not surprise me. They're driven, and so am I. Now I would like to see them again.
In a manor surrounded by flowers. That's where Hjor and Juvina live. How about
Flowers.
some coin for my trouble?
How about I cut out your tongue?
Forget I said anything.
I was willing to give the man some money. Jeez.
Hjor and Juvina have done well for themselves.
You didn't have to be so mean about it. We've had the option to resolve some conversations and whatnot with money. Don't know why it didn't give us.
What do you see, soon?
Give us that option there. Aha.
Yeah, this is their home. The place has been ransacked, and this body, it's not Hjor or Juvina. Scattered scrolls. The thief was looking for something. There was a struggle here. Looks like it continued outside.
Hence the opening in the wall.
Is this one of the thieves? The trail continues.
I wonder if you should set a trap. This poor guy, we're gonna use his body for a trap.
Lord of Tengri, riders of Yarmia!
Juvina! Who is that? Come closer, now! It's me, Juvina. It's Eivor.
Eivor? What? Who sent you? Are you with them?
Breathe, Juvina. You're rattled. You know me. I'm a friend.
Are you? You show up here like this. These people tried to kill me.
She doesn't look like the... Looks like she's more from Asia than Norway.
I heard there was trouble in Jorvik. I
Excuse
have
me.
only come to help, on my honor.
I am sorry, Eivor. I did not mean to doubt you. It has been a tense few weeks.
Who were they? Why were they after you?
They were after this. I do not know what it is,
Oh?
but these men were ready to kill me for it.
A poor fellow soldier of Christ.
You know him?
I've seen a little like this before, in London. This city is in great danger. Where is Hjor?
At the Royal Hall. I will take you there.
I wonder if the
We
dialogue
may not
changes
be
if you
safe
haven't
yet.
gone to London yet.
This way.
Poke myself here.
We have been to London. We did that arc. We did that arc a few days
They
ago.
are still looking for me.
Hide low. We can slip past them.
We're gonna have to fight these guys. There's no way we're gonna be able to sneak by them. Unless they walk away.
She can't have gotten far. Look around.
We have to get going.
Let's go.
Nothing to pickpocket.
Guðirnir vita að við freistuðum mjög. Hann hefur eigi getast nær bit. Má vera ekki. Oh, why the hood, stranger? Wait a sec. You're finished!
Curative guard rune. I don't know that I've seen anything like that before. Come here, big boy.
Make all father proud!
Oh, how's that for a finisher?
Come on then, watch my back.
Oh, is she down? All right, let's get her up. Any plans for tomorrow? I don't know. I probably should get started on cleaning up the garage. Yeah, I bet he does too. Chuck a few Tylenol.
I
It'll be
think
all
it
right.
is safe now. Gods, Eivor. Your arrival could not be better timed.
Call it fate. I had hoped our paths would cross again, though I imagined a calmer reunion.
We fled one problem only to find ourselves embroiled in another. While King Richier is preoccupied with the money shortage, Ultimate Hope and Hat has been imposing their will.
The ones who attacked you.
Yes, I know. They are bandits, but someone is controlling them.
Look no further than the names in that letter. Killing them is the reason I'm here.
But they are coded. They could belong to anyone.
The sludge in the streets often drips from the gutters of the halls. When in doubt, look to those in power.
You mean the council? Fjord is on the council.
That works in our favor. Someone we can trust to find the answers we seek.
Has he been turned?
We are nearly there.
I do not see any others.
This is one of Retta's kids.
This way.
You can tell by the hatch or hash or whatever icon above it. You can get your daily and weekly contracts from them. I've already done them for today. Hey, AK Nepix. I hope I pronounced that correctly. How's it going? Welcome. Man, she just went off and left me, didn't she?
There's Fjord. Fjord! Look who has come!
It pleases me to see you, old friend. All are welcome here in Jorvik.
It is good to find you well, Yor. Both of you.
What are you doing here? You have not come all this way for the Yuletide.
I've come to warn you, old warrior, about a rot in your city. Free
About a
fingers,
rot
corrupt and dangerous.
in your city.
We should work together to bring them into the light.
Thank you for
Kill
the
them before they
raid.
come to power.
However, I may
Hello,
help,
everybody.
I beg.
Welcome.
Slow yourselves.
Happy Saturday.
Just running around the city, poking and prodding
Cake.
and killing at will.
They nearly did me, Yor.
What?
These people send the Red Hand after her, ready to
Yes,
shed
this
blood
game
in your
is
streets
very,
to keep
very
themselves a
nice.
secret, but they failed.
Nepix.
This is the letter that was sent to our home. The needle, the firebrand, the vault.
Yes.
They belong to a group called the
follow,
Order
I gotta
of
follow, I gotta
Ancients.
follow.
These are their
Mom, get the
assumed
camera.
names.
Eldon, thank you for the follow. I thought you were
Listen to
already
my Yor.
following, but thank you
She's
for the
dealt with
follow.
that kind before.
Corruption has seeped its way into your
Hope everybody's Saturday's doing well.
But King Ricier's
Going
hands
well.
are full, which means my hands are full. Counsel on this matter will fall on deaf ears.
I do not want his counsel. All I have told you stays between the three of us. But you should introduce me to the king. I'll need to align with him if we are to go about this freely.
We have a hype command for the raiders. You can use that one. Tally is looking better. Is she vertical? As long as she's vertical. Yeah, we have a hype command that we can use for raiders.
Winning this war,
We also have a
scraping together
defend
every ounce
command.
of silver to procure food for our men.
Understood, dear Faravit, but we also have a responsibility to our townspeople. The Yuletide must go on.
Enough. The more you argue, the more my head hurts.
Blech.
Sure, I was not aware we had company, the likes of which I did not approve.
King Risie, I am Eivor of the Raven Clan.
Well, Eivor of the Raven Clan, as you can see, I'm in the middle of something. Hjor, perhaps for lack of better judgment, deems it necessary that you interrupt. Why?
You have a problem in Jorvik.
Yes, I'm looking at it.
A problem that nearly got my friend killed. Juvina was attacked by the Red Hand. They raided her home, destroyed her property, and chased her through the streets.
Those bloody scoundrels again.
She survived, but the Red Hand has been a growing problem here of late.
And what is your stake in this? You some sort of wandering mercenary?
No. This is Sigurd Jarl's Drenger. Took our old camp by the river Nene, as I hear it. I am Faraved, war chief to Halfdan Ragnarsson.
Ah, so that's whose camp it was.
High Reef of Jorvik.
I have seen rebel groups like this before. They sit and wait, and the moment you lower your guard, they spring up like weeds. If left alone, they will take Jorvik out from under you. Not what you want, not what Halfdan wants.
Oh dear.
What do you want?
Tell me what you know about the Red Hand, and I'll rid your city of them. You can go about your affairs.
They've been sticking their hands in coffers around the city, targeting nobles, merchants, and anyone else they can throttle.
And they are growing, as you said. I would rather not be worrying about them come Yuletide.
This is not something we can afford to ignore. If we do not have the means to deal with the Red Hand, we should let Eivor.
Do what you can, but do it quietly. I do not want the public alarmed. Hjor, send funds to procure food and ale for Faravid's men. And make sure there's enough left over for the feast.
But it's as I said, we don't have...
Find it. I have spoken.
Jeez.
He tells me to find more silver. Where? In a dragon's hoard?
I'll find it for you. I do everything.
I will take you back to Ljufina. She will know where to begin.
Okay.
I cannot tell if
Okay. I didn't realize that there was going to be this much conversation. But anyway, welcome, Raiders. Thank you. Thank you for coming out with us. Thank you for joining Misbehave and her raid. And Misbehave, thank you again for that. I am the Iceman Cometh. For those of you that do not know who I am a variety streamer here on Twitch. I typically play story-based games, and I typically play them from start to finish. I don't bounce around too much once I start a game. The only exception to that is our Monday night streams, and we call those Mix It Up Mondays. That's where we just take a night away from whatever it is we're currently playing, because some of these games, like this one, can take a while to play through. So we just take a night away and to do something else just for that one night. This past Monday, as a matter of fact, we started Watch Dogs Legion, and as I found out today, I lost 3 hours worth of progress because some of it didn't save. No, it doesn't have a story. It's just, you know, we're celebrating, so we've got some pretties. I also have this, and I also have this. So there we go. So yes, also for those of you that are just now coming in, we are celebrating 600 followers tonight. We reached that about a week ago. So we're going to have some giveaways tonight. We're streaming for about another 3 hours and 20 minutes. About halfway through the stream, somewhere around there, we're going to take a break. And we're going to have... Thank you, Nex. Nepix. We're going to take a break. And we have what we call ice cream socials. For those of you that are not familiar with that, we just sit and chill and chat and have some ice cream. I'm going to have some ice cream. I encourage all of the people that are here to also have ice cream or whatever dessert you fancy, whatever you've got in your fridge, in your cupboards, whatever, whether it be cake, pie, cookies, brownies, what have you. So we'll just take some time and do that. And probably the last hour or so tonight, we're going to do some We're going to do some Jackbox. Let you guys participate with that. All you need for that, if you're not familiar, is just a browser. And you can participate. So, got all that to look forward to. You got ice cream. Yay!
It went well enough. Richier will stay out of my way. No one can argue the Red Hand must be dealt with. Speak a word of this to no one. A circle of trust must stay between the three of us.
Here's another Yalms Viking here. This is another one of the crew members. This guy's probably...
leave the Swan Road by your side, Eivor.
Yeah, this is just another... Purple! Oh my goodness! Hiss, hiss! Thank you for the resub! Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can we get some hype for Purple Bacon, please? Woo! Thank you, thank you, thank you. 5 months. Hiss, hiss, hiss.
My blade is always ready.
But you can recruit. There's that list that we saw at the beginning of the game. Hey, Jill, how are you? Hello. Happy Saturday. Is she the one that's humming?
You will forgive me for stepping away. I grow weary of those pissing contests.
Pissing.
My love, I am sorry for what happened.
Oh?
I should have been there.
Nonsense. You have your duties to fulfill. Besides, a few bandits is hardly something to worry over.
I am only glad you were not harmed. Eivor, I will be around if you need me.
Once you catch the tail, you do not let go.
Old habits die with the struggle.
Jor has changed, softened.
Politics. It takes the Norse
out of a Norse.
I'm happy for him. You've made something of yourselves here.
Perhaps.
What do you have there?
Christian texts, the Gospels, Ecclesiastes, the Revelation of John. The Red Hand steals all they can find. We may run the city now, but the Christians must still be allowed to worship as they see fit.
Seems the Red Hand disagrees.
What's more, Althon is worried they will come for the archives next. Between this and all the uproar at the harbor, I would say we have some leads.
What does the Red Hand want with Christian texts?
That is the question. Whatever it is, there is no length they will not go to retrieve them. They have even burned people alive who refuse to hand over what they demand.
Where is the largest collection of texts in the city?
The archives. But they haven't been so bold as to attack it yet. Althon keeps a close eye on the place.
I'll try my luck there.
Okay, probably gonna get multiple quests accepted out of this.
I went by the harbor when I first arrived. The Dogmaster looked wary when I asked about you.
That does not surprise me. He's been using Jorvik's money shortage to increase taxes. As if he's been ordered to by the council. Jor would never wrong the people like that, even if Richier demanded it. The Dogmaster is a thief and a liar.
And a
man
jerk.
in need of a throttling. I'll have another look around the harbor.
No, he wasn't a jerk. Actually, Eivor was kind of a jerk to him.
I'll get started at once. No, I need you here. Listen to the voices in this hall. Look for any signs, changes in behavior, anything.
I would swallow a horse heart to join you, Eivor.
I know, old friend. Your loyalty is why I need you here. I'll return when I find something.
Oh, mastery point. Thus beginneth the deluge. Multiple quests accepted. The deluge of mastery points. About every time we finish a quest, we're going to get a point.
Back.
I'll be back. Have a good lurk. Get some dinner if you haven't had any. Yeah, grab some grub. All right, what do we got here? Burning the Firebrand. Eivor heads to the archives. That's where we're going to go first, even though it's already selected. Hoping to find some answers on the Red Hand's theft of Christian texts. Pricking the needle. Eivor returns to the harbor in search of the Dockmaster. Okay. We'll do this one first. But Nepix, you were mentioning earlier about how nice the game looks. You have no idea how good it actually looks. No offense, but if you have a 4K HDR monitor or TV, which I am actually playing on right now, and I have a TV downstairs that will do it. Oh boy, we are in for some treats. This new generation of consoles. And PC too, with all the ray tracing and all that other stuff too. Okay. All right, there's a couple of Sovereign. What's up? Happy Saturday.
The archives. This must be where Ardon shuffles the council papers.
Note, the second floor is still unstable. We will retrieve the scrolls stored there when the repairs are complete. Now you can find some weak spots in the floors, in the walls. We don't see any here, although you can see that is probably some kind. Okay, that's a ladder, so you can see the bottom of the ladder right there. You can shoot the locking mechanism, as it were, to get the ladder down, but that up there, this is a pallet, and that's the winch or whatever that's holding it up. Once we get to the right spot, we'll be able to shoot both of those off.
He's not here. I should look around.
Yeah, this guy's not gonna scream bloody murder or anything.
Pile of official scrolls stamped with a seal. That is a lot of wine. Must be for the Yuletide feast.
Thank you, Audun. I will leave with these at once.
Of course. A4, isn't it? What brings you to our archives?
I've come to ask about these Christian texts. Juvena tells me the Red Hand is stealing them.
And destroying them. I fear they will attack these archives next. The abbess here has offered to bring the texts somewhere safe. She's been working diligently on this matter.
You flatter me, Lord. I only wish to help.
Abbess Ingeborg, this is Eivor, our honored guest from the south. Eivor has offered to help rid Jorvik of the Red Hand.
How can I help?
Ask her what she knows.
The Red Hand seems to know where to look for these texts. It may be someone is guiding them. What can you tell me? You know something else. That much is clear.
The abbess has her suspicions.
As much as it pains me to say, I suspect something foul at the rectory. I have heard whispering, collusion, and the bishop. He has been sneaking around the rectory, often visiting the priests in the cover of night.
Time I pay these men of faith a visit. The rectory is on the road to the minster. I should look for the bishop there.
I have the Yuletide feast to prepare for as well. Do drop by for the festivities, A4. Have a drink or two.
A4. Alright, so there must not be anything in here mission related. Oh, okay. You see you'll see the top part of an X underneath me. There was something up there. I've already gotten that. All those X's that you see, those are like chests and artifacts and things. I've already gotten all that stuff. So as you can see here, all those check marks, plus if you see the gold border around the top of a district or whatever, that means you got everything. So, and I've already done all that, so nothing more to look for there. And oh boy, I feel a sneeze coming on. So how's Saturday, Sovereign? Were you able to get all that data done, or is that just something that you do, something work related that you just do it in work hours? Work related stays at work. Preach on, brother. I am the same way. I know plenty of my friends. They don't know how to separate work life from family life at times.
Here is the rectory. The abbess said she suspected secrecy among the priests and bishop. Seems quiet. Where is everyone?
All right, there's something or someone in there.
Someone is hiding in there. Doubt he'll come out. I'll have to find a way in.
There are a couple of ways that you can get past a barred door. One is you can typically they'll have some way to get in, whether it's looking for some passageway like maybe right here. Shoot that out and drop in from here.
Stay away from me! Stay back! Ah!
You can find a window on the other side of the room where you can shoot. It's got some kind of, it's not a lock, but it's something that's keeping the door from opening from the outside. You can shoot it through another window, or there's a skill or an ability that you can use called Dive of the Valkyries, which will do the same thing.
in multis super frontis vivorium, bletus dejectus sit, et multi benedicient.
Okay. I have no idea what he said.
Muskie. Been here long, priest?
Just who do you think you are, trespassing like this? This is my property you've destroyed.
I will destroy you. I'm definitely not going to pick that one. You could ask directly where the bishop is, or ask him why he hides.
I hear you priests have been hiding ever since some Christian texts went missing. What are you hiding from?
The Red Hand? Who else? They muscle their way to and fro. No one has done a thing about it.
I'm looking for the bishop. Where is he?
Gone to his quarters. Said he would return once he finished tending to a private matter. But that was some time ago.
Show me there.
What do you mean to do with him?
Now.
Lord, forgive me.
Venite odoremus et adetara camerum, eritis et fidem, ducet vos in terram e promissa, in tua erit anima Domini, mea percussit.
The bishop's quarters. What is that burning smell? I knew I should have left with the others.
Is he inside? This is probably not gonna do that. Normally they won't push in like that. Yeah, this is the thing that I was talking about on the other door. You can shoot that from a window or whatever, and that will allow you to open it from the outside. I don't know, there was, here we go. Looks like some scrolls got burned.
Several Christian texts. The abbess was right to cast suspicion the bishop's way.
Oh, somebody dead in that chair.
Blood was a struggle here.
Lord above! The bishop! No, I can't look. Oh, dear Lord.
Ugh, the stench.
Okay, there's
It
must be
looks like suture shit.
something under the body. Gotta pick it up and
A
move it.
charred letter beneath the body. He must have tried to hide it before he died.
Charred letter. Fellow brothers of the light. It is with a heavy heart that I will be resigning from my duties at the minster. The texts we kept there have been compromised, and I can no longer tolerate the abbess's methods. God forgive me for desecrating these sacred texts. My brothers, listen carefully. The church is no longer safe. Holy grounds. No longer safe. Holy grounds. As I write this letter, I fear there may be an attempt on my life. Remember this name, the Firebrand. She is... The rest of the note has been burned away. So if we didn't already know that the Firebrand was a female, we do now.
Someone knew the bishop was conflicted and killed him before he could say a word. It's a confession. The bishop played a part in destroying these texts against his own will. The rest of the letter is burned, but makes mention of the minster and the abbess. Is that where she's been keeping these texts?
Look around. Search every room. They're around here somewhere.
It's them. It's the Red Hand. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Quiet. The Red Hand. I need to leave.
But the Firebrand is one of the 3 people that are here that's on the Order of the Ancients, which is here. And that new clue that we got probably tells us that it's a woman. Yep. She is working with the minster, and this is the note that we just read. So, one more clue and we'll find out who that is, and we'll be able to target them or mark them and go assassinate them.
By Freya, what's this?
Yeah, that didn't quite work as well as I hoped.
Might be trouble.
Shoot the dumb. Stay out of the way, heathen. We will complete our
I'm sorry,
work.
are you stuck?
Cannot stop us.
No. Oh, there we go.
Watch for hits. Slide bump this one.
Oh, got an arrow coming in.
Eyes open. Watch for my lead.
Yeah, and for those of you that didn't know, this game is very brutal.
Die better than this.
The target sent the Red Hand after me. I must be closing in. It's time I head to the minster. The abbess knows more than she's letting on.
All right.
Hey, what's going on? Some kind of trouble?
Well, then come investigate, please. There we go. Hey, you there. Get out of our bushes. Yes. Oh, there's a chest up there. Oh man, leftover nachos. You're gonna pass those around, right? I haven't even had dinner yet. Cause I had all those errands that I had to do today. There's the chest. So I had a late lunch. I had Jimmy John's, for those of you that are familiar with Jimmy John's. Those of you that are not, it's a sub sandwich place. So it was a little bit later of a lunch than I typically have. But I guess we're there.
No place for you, priest. Go, now.
Blasphemy! Stop this at once!
Something troubling you, Father?
Abbess, look. They are burning all of these passages. Why are you not stopping this?
Because I'm the Firebrand.
Because I ordered them to.
What?
The vellum that burned before you are covered in lies. So long as they exist, you cannot hope to see the world the way it truly is.
Lies? Abbess, what has happened to you? We are God's children all. Do not renounce him like this. Please, I beg of you. You can still repent. God will forgive you. You know he will.
Your mind has been poisoned, but worry not. We have the antidote. We will set a new example to which all may aspire.
You're mad! You won't get away with this. I won't let you!
There is no one to tell. No one who will hear your cries. If you cannot bear to watch them burn, then you should burn with them. I want it all destroyed.
Does she have a twin?
Text, every passage, every scribbled piece of paper, everything. It is time to end this.
Yes, Firebrand.
Unless they all dress in red, and they all have red hair. Oh man, leftover nachos.
The Abbess is the Firebrand. She'll kill whoever stands in her way. Time I get between her and her next victim.
Yeah, so you can come in here now. And then obviously we know who she is. That's a full picture of her. And as you if it's not part of a quest like this one is, once you find out who that person is, then you can track them and it will put an indicator on your map. And you can go there and you can kill them. So, but since she's part of this mission, then she's about to be toast. All right, let's see. She is among the... All right, let's go back out the way we came in. You guys know me. I love the height advantage. Okay, let's see. There were several markers. We don't know which one is her. I don't know if we'll be able to tell. From the whole Odin sight thing. Okay, there's only one now. As soon as we take her out. Alright, what the hell's going on here?
Be my eyes soon.
It changed. As soon as we take her out, we'll do a giveaway. Alright, she could be there. Well, I mean, we've got a marker right here. Is it on a body or is it just on the area? Let's go here. One of the best skills in this game is the advanced, I think it's called advanced assassination, and it essentially allows you to assassinate anyone.
But why must we burn
Literally
them?
anyone,
The
no
fire
matter what
cleanses
level they are
impurities.
compared
It's
to
our
you.
duty to purify the
Let's see, I think it's over here. But essentially what it does is it gives you that quick time event. There's the chain. That's not the one I'm looking for. Auto loot. That's another good one. Assassin's Cantrip. Miasma. Predator bow combo. Breakfall. Missile reversal. There it is. It's advanced. Unlocks the ability to assassinate high-level targets with a timing-based attack, and that's what the little quick time thing was. Does not matter what their level is compared to yours. Now, the heavier enemies, the bigger guys, will have a smaller area for you to get in between. And, you know, and the goons will have bigger ones. So as long as you can do that, you can assassinate anybody.
Go, tell them the Abbess sent you, and bring the texts here at once.
Oh, that's her. Dead. Seasoned meat, cheese, salsa, lettuce, maybe tomato, black olives, and sour cream. I'm okay with everything except the black olives. I think I've mentioned before, I'm not really an olives fan.
This fire that burns inside, I've always had it. A longing to do something grand and important. But that door was always shut to me.
Jalapenos.
My methods deemed too severe. I was cast out, shunned, scorned. But the Order, they took notice of me. Saw that it was courage that drove me. Courage to change the world for the better. They reopened that door.
And you used your chance to destroy a way of life you did not support.
We have seen time and time again what happens when people are left to interpret for themselves. Knowledge must be controlled. Only then can the message be widely understood. The day where there is but one truth draws nearer. One truth, that is what the Order offers.
This one sought to spark a new flame, but did so with a heavy hand. Not a teacher's tongue.
That's Odin, by the way.
This cleansing of yours ends here.
My work is incomplete, but not inconsequential. There are others who carry on. For one of the four is us.
Why did you say that? What does it mean?
Now I go. A flame that grows bright
One of
and
the four
burns
is
ever
us.
more, ever light.
She's supposed to get the medallion. There it is. Each one of the targets, you get a medallion.
To Helheim, where colder and crueler fires await.
You're not going to Valhalla. Now we got to get out of there.
I should
Keep the dog chasing its tail.
Game's got some great finishers.
Go on, let's set the wide trap. Like the throw spawn.
I'm not timing my dodges very well yet. There we go.
Work around the back.
Oh, great. Called Brush with
should return
Death.
to Juvina. She'll want to know about Abbess Ingeborg's involvement.
All right, let's grab a save here real quick because I got to switch the screen. Oh, can't do it right now. All right, we'll just leave it here. Okay, so let me switch to the other roast them to be chipotles, and yum. I do like chipotles. That reminds me when I was I used to be in the military and I was stationed in Omaha at one point, and there was this Mexican restaurant that we used to go to in the area that had this cream sauce that was chipotle based, and it was part of one of their chicken dishes. Oh my God, that stuff was so good. Oh man, we used to go there all the time, and I was married at the time, and my ex asked them for the recipe for that sauce, and they gave it to her. Yes, I was in the Air Force. I was indeed. 15 years. All right, let me switch the screen here. A couple things to do here. All right, let me turn off the video capture device. Okay, I'm going to show you. This is all the information for the giveaways. This is standard stuff for me. So this will show you what we're giving away tonight. It will show you who the winners are when we have winners. We don't have any yet, obviously. And it has who is eligible for them. You can see all monetary prizes are listed in US dollars and will be awarded as gift cards, however you want it, that we can work out. Amazon, Xbox, PSN, whatever you want. We'll be able to work it out. Now, also, right under the list of the giveaways, read that first sentence. You can only win one time tonight. And you see the letter, the legend, if you will. We're going to be doing the anyone giveaway first. We're going to do that one right now. And the way that this is going to work, the giveaway is run by the bot. And the way it works is it's based on the chat currency, not the channel points currency, the chat currency. And the way that you check that is you have to use the cubes command. It will tell you the number of hours you've gotten the channel plus the number of ice cubes that you've accumulated. But that doesn't matter for this giveaway because anyone anyone in here is eligible for this one. Okay, but for some of the ones that we're going to do later, it's going to matter. So there's also going to be some strategy as well, because as I mentioned before, you can only win once tonight. So do you want to take your chance entering the giveaway that we're about to do now for the $10 gift card, versus if you have the hours, do you want to risk that as opposed to the game giveaway that we're going to do some other time tonight? So obviously that is up to you. So, all right, let me get it set up and we will get it started here. Giveaway $10. And let's see, that one is eligible for everyone. The maximum number of tickets that you can purchase at 1 cube per ticket. So if you have 5,000 ice cubes in the channel, you can do 5,000 tickets total, but you can only do up to 1,000 in any single giveaway. And what we'll do, I'll run it for 10 minutes. No, let's not do 10. Let's do 5. Let's do 5 minutes. And I'll go back to the game and I'll continue to play and all that stuff. And it will tell me when it's picked a winner, and then I have to hit the button, and then it will it will tell me when the counter is down to 0, and then I hit the button to pick a winner, then it will pick a winner, and it will announce all of that stuff in chat. The way you do it is the giveaway command is !giveaway, no spaces in there, a space, and then the number of tickets that you want to use. For example, believe it or not, people have a hard time understanding this sometimes. So if I wanted to do a giveaway entry of giveaway 500, that's the way you would do it. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and start it and wait until you see it announced in chat before you put your entries in there. So there you go. Like I said, even though it does tell you right there how to enter, people still have a lot of questions. So all right, let's see. All right, let's go back to the game and we'll let that run for 5 minutes, and I'll keep an eye on it. And if I happen to miss it, I think we have a play command that will play like a school bell. If it looks like I haven't paid attention to it or missed it, somebody can issue that. And also, I think the way it works is if you do more than one entry, it says it adds them. I don't know that I've ever had anybody do that or not, but anyway, we'll let that run for 5 minutes. And also, just as an FYI, there is no guarantee at all of when or in what order the giveaways are going to be done. So the next one could be the $30 one for regulars. It could be the game. Well, you know what's going to happen now, right? Now that you've said that. Rusty, I think your chances are good at this point. Literally 1,000 to 1 odds. And if you do lose, you probably should never play the lottery. Save your money. Oh, that's the Jomsvike. I don't need to talk to that guy.
What news do you bring?
1,000 to 2.
The Firebrand's flame burns no longer. It was Jorvik's abbess, Ingeborg.
Gods, I would never have suspected. Does the orders reach no bounds?
None, and it is often those we least expect who carry out their ambitions. The abbess sought to destroy all Christian texts in the city, rid Jorvik of their ideals. She did utter a phrase that perked my ears. One of the 4 is ours.
4? But there are only 3 targets in Jorvik. Could there be something we're missing?
Damn Picts! Not only do they hold the north, but those lawless shits have free roam in our lands as well.
Your spies are on the ground.
Under the ground. Only one of them has returned, bone-beaten and bloodied. The Howling Mother take them.
Lovina, a moment of your time. And Hjor if he's about.
I will be with you shortly.
2 more left to hunt.
The disputes coming out of the docks lately have been deafening. Head there and dig around. Something is bound to turn up.
Oh. There we go. Finish a quest. Get a mastery point. It's like candy, I say. Like candy. I guess it didn't automatically activate the next one. Nope. Pricking the needle. Hey, Quizzy style. Oh, it's more than that, my friend. Not only is it 400, but we also have about a dozen. More than that. We've got 21 mastery points, too. All right, entries have stopped for the giveaway. We have 3 entries. Drum roll, please. Pick a winner. Here we go. Oh my God, what a surprise. Rusty. How many hours am I in? Well, I can tell you real quick. The entire map has been cleared. I have all the collectibles. I have beaten all the alpha animals, all of that stuff. 175 hours. Inconceivable. Oh yeah, I guess I forgot to say, yeah, speak up in chat, but he did. All right, so yes, Rusty, you're not in the Discord, so let me know. The actual, what the fuck? I entered once. I wasn't supposed to win. Let me know. You can. Well, see, crap. Let me know what you want it as or want it in. Yeah. Well, and it all depends. You know, you get like 1200 XP from each of the mysteries. So that's where the bulk of the, you know, I am severely OP. No, we don't have the Discord command anymore, Rusty. It's links. The links command shows you everything that I have. So if you want to join our Discord, that would be awesome. And anybody out there wants to join our Discord, you're more than welcome to join us. Just private message me, Rusty, on what you want. And if it's like Xbox or PS4 or whatever, just give me your ID on that platform and we'll see what we can do. Loinks, yes. We have unfortunately we don't have loinks. All right, let's see. Okay. Let's go back to here. And we'll go back to there. Okay. But anyway, congratulations, Rusty. Thank you very much for your support. Oh, you're welcome to join us too, Jill. That's perfectly fine. Like I said, anybody can join us. Oh. Well, you know, in all honesty, if we do a Loinks command, that would have to be something particular to Purple Bacon, right? Because she's, you know, bacon, oink, oink. All right, we get to search the market now.
Mine taken this week, and with no explanation.
Rules are rules, but I wish they would tell us why.
All right, so Quizzy, if you've got a bit of time in the game, what do you think? Oh, this is the damn merchant. And also, what platform are you playing on?
Jorvik's trade depot. This must be where the merchants' wares are being kept.
Okay, so that guy's red, but we can talk to him. That's a bit odd. Okay, yeah, I see it. I don't see the message, but I see that you sent it to me. Okay, so it says we can talk to him. But we also can assassinate him. Oh, that's fine. Jill, just go to streamer. Just go to the link that's in the chat there. Streamerlinks.com/Iceman. There's a link to Discord right there. Yeah. See, I don't know what. Okay. Okay, so it is inside there. All right. Let's see what we can do here. This guy, all right, he's on the inside, looks like. Let's see if there's a way in through the roof. This door will probably be barred. No. All right. Yeah. Okay. So I was mentioning before, this will wake everybody up probably, but that's okay. As I mentioned before, there's a couple of ways that you can open the doors. Explosive arrows essentially should do it. You can also find a legitimate way, if you will, a window on the other side of the building that you can shoot an arrow through to get the piece that's barring the door. Or there's an ability called Dive of the Valkyries. Typically you use it on an enemy, but you can use it here too. You can do that and it will knock that piece off of the inside of the door so you can open the door. What it does, you see those 4 segments there next to the 6 with the hearts in it? That's my med kits, essentially. That's the adrenaline bar. It takes 1 adrenaline to do the Dive of the Valkyries.
What is going on now?
And an assassination fills it back up. So pretty cheap.
Seems like the complaints by the merchants never reached the council.
really tell which way he's facing. I mean, it's nice that they highlight them for you like that. But sometimes it's hard to tell which direction they're facing. Of course, I could just shoot the oil jars.
You're dead.
Follow my lead.
Wow, that didn't work. Every now and then, your assassination won't work, which is a little odd.
Wits! Use them!
There. Looks like a wolf. Anything else in here? Persian rugs.
Seized exotic wares. These are worth plenty. Something that could be on the Red Hand's agenda. Accumulating wealth.
Yeah, I've been in here before. Open chest. That's a chest for a piece of gear. Armor. Weapon. Shield, whatever. Written orders. I expect all the coin from merchants to be delivered to my office daily. Their stalls draped in black are not hard to find. Do not fail me again.
The sting of a needle. I'm on his trail. So the Dockmaster seizes cargo and resells it through merchants in the marketplace. The ones involved bear black cloths. I may be able to get their attention by showing some silver around the marketplace.
Oh my god, it could blow up the entire building. Yeah, those oil jars, the small ones with the... Oh, what's it called? What's the little... God, I can't remember what it's called. The flame on the top. Those are the ones you can pick up. The big ones you can't pick up, but you can shoot. You can shoot the big ones and they'll blow up. God, what is the term for that? It's not ignition. It's something else.
Coppergate Market. I'll flash some silver to the merchants. That should get their attention.
Trouble at the depot earlier.
What do you mean, trouble?
I don't know for sure, but the Needle is calling for more protection. Meet me here at nightfall. We will go see him together.
Those guards will return after dark. I might be able to follow them to the Needle.
But that's later, though. Oh, we can.
Key. Where to?
Oh, somebody killed a chicken.
Hear me, friend. I have a haul of silver that will sink my ship. Can you help me spend it?
Keep it down, would you? You'll get yourself killed flaunting like that, especially around here.
What good is a market if I cannot sniff around its stalls, eager to spend my gains?
You want to let go of your silver? Try the narrow alleys. Now be gone!
Alright, stalls house draped in black cloth. Well, I mean, that's blue.
We will go one by one, and if any of these peddlers gives you a hard time, remind them just who it is they work for.
Oh, with pleasure.
Is that? I guess that's black cloth. Let's talk to this guy and see what he's.
I hear this marketplace sees its
Of course,
fair
he's got the
share of
rugs,
silver
too.
pass through. I have something that may interest you.
You will want to speak to Grigori.
The Dogmaster.
Sorry, who are you?
Someone who wants to do business with Grigori.
I don't know your face, and I've said too much already. Please, go.
Oh, let's talk to the kid.
Hey! Did I hear you talking about silver?
I'm looking to spend a large sum, not fork it over to some street beggar.
Oi! I'm no beggar, you dolt. I'm with the big dogs.
You mean the needle?
You have something he wants. If you truly want to make a trade, head to the statue near the east gate.
I shall. Watch yourself around here, young one.
Oh, me? Ha! Please. I've a bigger sword than the lot of them.
Let's see, this one doesn't have. That one doesn't have the black cloth.
Have you any wine for sale? There's nary a drop in town.
Sorry. All the wine's been bought up for the Yuletide feast.
Shame. I could do with a cup. But alas, this feast is the talk of the town. I am eager for it. Good man, that Auden.
Egilson sterk.
Statue. East of the market. Yeah. Or no, wait a minute. That's west.
Go, Sunan.
Be my eyes. You can also change. You can change your bird. You have the option if you use your Ubisoft rewards points. You can get Sinew from Origins. Yeah, it must be that one there. You get Sinew from Origins. You can have white. I think you can have Sinew. What color was Sinew? I think Sinew was brown, right? You can have a white Sinew. You can have a pigeon. And I guess there are other Viking crows that you can get as well. But you got to go to the stable to swap it out. You can also train your horse, give it more health, more stamina.
Cast about this land, my friend.
More speed. Yeah, here we go. Speaking of the stables.
Welcome.
Yeah, riding training. So let's see. Yeah, the aviary. These are your birds. This is Sunan. This is the default. There's your white Sinew. And there's your pigeon. Plus you've got all these other ones as well. Blue shades. You can buy these. Oh, nice. Nice looking falcon there. Albino crow. Savage. And in black and white. And there's some others that you can get.
Anything else?
No, there's some others you can get from the the Helix credits in the store.
I must take my leave. So long.
That'll be like right in here, yeah.
Survey the area, Sunan.
course, we might not be able to get there just yet.
Empty carts and a black cloth marking the house. This is the place. Locked.
No, it's not. Because we picked pocket.
Hiding among the rat's needle. Fitting.
Oh, nice. Got a whole bunch of silver there. I'll explore the sewers. Okay. Down. Alright, no place to go but up.
I should not be seen in this area.
Point of no return.
The sound of metal. A workshop in the sewers. What is the needle's operation? All this silverware. Some still in their crates. Has this all been seized as well?
Yeah, we'll stay up high for now. Look around.
Melting the silver into bars and coins. What do they plan on doing with it?
Oh, Jesus. Wow.
No, please.
And you call yourself an archer, sir?
I promise you, you're so.
You the troll-kissing coward! Come, Troll Shatter's fishbait!
Hey, boys.
Bring the coward down. Don't fall for any traps.
Have your guts out, no escape! I will gut you!
Let's stay alert.
Hey, what? No escape. He'll get you.
It's a misunderstanding, that's all. It's a misunderstanding, that's all. I'll pay.
You had your chance.
Aha, we have another key.
Our wits about us.
Hey, what? Done for now.
Oh, misbehave. Thank you for the minis. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, now we got a key from that second guy that we killed. Celebration video. Oh man, I missed some Jenga. Okay, now that looks fancy. We found what we were looking for.
I'm
Gregor.
not surprised to find you creeping down here.
You don't belong down here.
We run a clean dock in Jorvik. I believe those were your words. And yet here I find you swimming in silver from all the wares you seized. Are you the Needle, or just another of his pawns?
You have it all wrong. The fabric of this world has been used up, torn, shredded, you see. Someone must be there to stitch it back together. Someone with a firm yet steady hand.
The Needle.
Thread the needle. Someone like me.
You're a shit poet, but at least my question is answered.
Yes, well, we all have our weaknesses. Yours appears to be the iron between us.
For now.
Think your men are going to stop me?
I would not undermine them so. The Red Hand are loyal to our cause, which is more than I can say for the merchants. Make it quick! Meet me in the marketplace when you are done.
What? Your worm food!
God, I hate that. Oh, I hate that stupid auto lock on shit. I hate it. Never use that on purpose.
Catch!
Oh, the finisher. All right, I just got to get out of here.
All this silver. It is being minted into coins.
Yes, it is.
Odin owns you!
Oh, another headache. Oh, bring in the pain. Oh, sorry. Oh, sir. You have a problem here. He has become one with the table.
That damned backrot slipped through my fingers. I'll finish this in Coppergate Market.
You can break those with a melee weapon, but it's just easier to shoot it because the detection for doing it with a melee weapon isn't the best. Sometimes you can miss a lot.
Please, no, I can explain. Mercy.
No. I am well versed in the spouting experience of bottom feeders like you. Come, walk with me.
Uh-oh, we got a boss fight?
It's good to walk.
Gregory.
Good to take in the air. The sights, the sounds,
Got a
the
bow.
smells.
Please, Gregory, I didn't think you'd mind. It was just a few coins.
I understand. It's not your fault. It was mine for thinking you had anything but empty air between your ears.
With all the silver I've given you, I have nothing left to feed my children, let alone myself. Please, understand. Oh, dear God.
Merchants of Jorvik, I promised you a future rife with opportunity. And what was the one thing I asked in return? Do you remember?
Loyalty.
Loyalty! Let this serve as a lesson.
This guy's
Should
a
any of you
peach,
think
right?
it's a good idea to threaten my operation.
Must be careful now.
Be careful. Why? Come on, Eivor. She can climb a pretty much vertical surface with no problems, but...
Hey!
No escape! Let's see.
I can run for hours.
Oh, what is going on with the climbing today?
No use running.
You try the other way. Target practice.
Oh, you asshole. It's gonna do my marked for death.
Keep the boat.
Down the side. Hurry. Let's slow this imp down. Alpha! Try to trap any blows.
She nonchalantly squishes his head.
The gods won't want you.
All right, are we clear finally? We haven't gotten our fluga tonight either. It's become a tradition here.
It's funny. As a child, I thought of snow as the tears of God, frozen by our sins. Weak with hunger, I stared into the sky, hoping it was me he wept for. Me he sought to save. But God did not save me. The vault did. He took me to a fine house, gave me hearty meals, a warm bed. For the first time, someone extended a hand, showed me kindness, compassion. And it was then that I made a vow. I vowed to never turn my back on he who was there for me when God was not.
So you served the Vault, knowing full well what he was a part of.
The Order made our paths intersect. I owed them a debt, and I repaid it by saving this city from its own destruction.
A life debt is a strong motivator. It took hold of this one's Hugad, drove it, and never let go.
Yet not with the same compassion you were shown. Too many have suffered by your hand in pursuit of this cause.
You're right. Perhaps I deserve this death.
Perhaps.
But I am but one cog in a large wheel.
Yep.
One that still turns unhindered.
Not for long. Where you have gone, there'll be no tears waiting for you.
Nice. So we got one left. Here. We take care of these three, that should point us to Was it the vault? I think that's what they called it. Closing the vaults. Okay, so yeah, this is our Order of the Ancients here. This is the guy that we just killed, and we killed her earlier. And all of the people in this branch are leading you up to this main person here, and you've got 5 people here, which lead you to numero uno honcho person, the father, whoever that is, we don't know. The guys around the outer edges are called zealots, and those are essentially mercenaries that wander around. They roam the map, and if you get close enough to one of them, it will show it to you. You know, put an icon on the map, and then you can go try and fight them if you're at a high enough power level to do it. You can see we've got 5 out of the 6 clues. I won't look at those just in case there's somebody here that's playing the game that doesn't want to know that, so we'll leave that as it is. What we're going to do now, it's break time here, so I'm going to take a break, and then what we're going to do, we're going to do a giveaway. We're going to start the giveaway now, and then when I get back from break, we'll pick a winner, because breaks around here normally last about 10 minutes, and we'll let the contest run for 10 minutes, and then when I get back, we'll pick one. Let's see, where is it? Giveaway. We will reset. Users and messages. We are going to give away the game this time. You can either get a game of your choice, or a gift card of up to a gift card of $60, the equivalent of $60 US, or a game of your choice up to $60 US or equivalent. No pre-orders, so I'm unfortunately I can't get anybody Cyberpunk. Let's see, let's do game or $60 gift card. This giveaway is only available, as you can see, to people that are advanced status, if you want to call it that. It's kind of a bad name. I never liked that one, but you have to have at least 50 hours in the channel to be able to enter this one. You can also check. You can check that. You can check the number of hours you have with the cubes command, just like you can check your cubes. So that will tell you the number of hours that you have. I don't think the bot will tell you if you enter it and you don't have the right number of hours. So let me get that ready. And let's see. Minimum hours 50. And just like before, a giveaway, it's exclamation giveaway, a space, and then the number of tickets that you want to enter for the giveaway, maximum of 1,000 tickets. So those of you that have 50 hours or more in the channel are eligible for this one. So let me get that started, and I'm going to take a break. And then when we get back, we will do that. All right, that is ready. Oh, let's see. Let me take a break here. Let's see which one is closest to 10 minutes. We'll do Prismatic and Ashes. So that's 2 tunes, about 9:45. So let me go do that. I gotta get some water, and I gotta go to the bathroom. So I'll be back in about 10, and we'll do the giveaway, and we'll do some more Assassin's Creed. Sit tight. Okay, before we do the giveaway, let's see. Let's switch back. Yeah, it always brings you back to the main screen with my stream deck. Oh, I forgot to put the winner on the other screen. I was checking the news on my phone. Those of you that remember Laverne and Shirley, the actor that played Squiggy, Lenny and Squiggy, the actor that played Squiggy has passed away. Passed away today, I guess, from complications from multiple sclerosis. Hey, Cyber Clone, what's going on? All right, let me see. Let me get some things fixed here. Do some housekeeping. Let's see. We did the other one before, so let me get Rusty's name on here. All right, Rusty, that should show up. There we go. All right, let's pick a winner. We have 4 entries. And here we go. Yes, you must speak up in chat if you are picked as the winner. Here we go. The winner is Sovereign, you lucky bastard. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? For those of you that don't know, I held a giveaway. Silenced him. I held a giveaway in my Discord. For those of you that don't know, I'm playing this game right now on an Xbox Series X. I previously had 2 Xbox One X's, but I was going to keep one of them and just pack it up and put it in the closet or whatever. I was deciding what I was going to do with the second one. I decided to give it away in my Discord, and Sovereign won that, and I just shipped it out to him today. And I said, if you're really lucky, you'll win the game giveaway today. And he won that one too. So you lucky bastard, you. So yeah, just private message me and let me know what you want. It does not have to be an Xbox game. Okay. I know you've got a PS4, right? So if you want something on PS4, that's fine. As long as it can be gifted, or if you prefer the gift card, that is fine as well. So if you want to get multiple games, you could do that too. But I can only gift 1 game. All right, let me get his name on the list. He's a cheater. All right, Sovereign. Sovereign, I think you need to go play the lottery, man. I think you got a couple of hours left before you can still get a ticket. All right. Oh crap, we were gonna shit. All right, let's all right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna do some Jackbox in about 45 minutes. So we'll do the ice cream social a little bit before that. So if you've got whatever your dessert is, if you've got ice cream or whatever, you might want to, you know, get mentally prepared or whatever to get that. So for those of you that are new to the channel, what I do in my giveaway streams, my celebration streams, is we have an ice cream social as well. I'm going to have some ice cream. I have it down in the freezer downstairs. I will eat that and we will just sit here and chat for about 10 minutes. You guys can have whatever you like. If you've got ice cream, great. If you're lactose intolerant, you'll have to choose some other option as well. Obviously, you can cookies, cake, pie, fruit, whatever's up, that's up to you. Yep, ice cream. That will be the only time. One of the things that I do not like, this is just personal opinion, you guys may feel differently and you probably do. I don't like to see streamers eat on stream. I don't like to see them eat their meals on stream. So, but I do this because I allow you guys and actually encourage you guys to participate with us. So I've got some gelato downstairs and we'll do that in about 30 minutes or so. And we'll also do another giveaway then, and then we'll have to do the last of the 4 at some other point in what time we have left. So congratulations, Sovereign. You are a lucky dude, man. All right, let's get back to the game. All right, closing the vaults is our next task. All right, do we have it selected? Thank you, Sovereign. I appreciate that very much. And thank all of you. Actually, this is actually a celebration of you guys. This isn't for me. This is for you. I wouldn't have 600 followers if it wasn't for you guys. Plus 500 plus more. Okay, as their investigations come to a close, Avar and Lufina rush to the archives to confirm their suspicions on who the vault might be. So is it the big dude? Oh, there it is. There it is. Let me get rid of that marker off the map. You know, we all do. Laser Lace, thank you for that. But I know you don't stream as much anymore as you used to, but I know that you did before. It's a lot of freaking work. It really is. And oh my goodness. Those of you that don't stream, you may not have an idea of how much work it actually does take to do this. There is a lot more to it than just hitting the go live button and going. And yes, you know, and Misbehave makes a good point too, is, you know, she does cosplay on top of that, and that takes a lot of work. You know, a lot of time and a lot of expense as well for the materials and the makeup and accessories, I guess you could call them.
What news do you bring?
The needle will never sting again.
Well done, Eivor. Who was hiding behind the name?
My love, there has been an attack at the markets. The dockmaster, Grigory, is dead.
The needle sold off the wares he seized to collect silver for the vault.
He had no such authority. Why would anyone believe him?
The council seal. That rat.
This is getting out of hand. How he was able to obtain this is concerning. I must return and prepare for the Yuletide feast.
Streamering.
Left ear and a keen eye. Be safe.
A valuable seal. And a riddle. One of the 4 is ours. One of the 4. Risje, Faravid, Odin, And
You're the 4 members of the council.
we should search their offices now, while they're occupied with the Yuletide feast.
Yes.
It's Rigger.
Yes. Come,
I think.
to the
Rigger?
archives.
That's his name, right? The guy that seemed to be in charge.
We will find out soon enough.
But you know, and that's part of it too, Laser Lace, is dealing with, and I don't know if this is what you mean, but you know, backseaters, I mean, you guys know that I don't care for that at all. People that like to spoil, jerks, you know, people that come in and try and mess with you. You know, want to be D-bags or whatever. It's just... coming back here.
The room to the left. That is where the councilmen confer.
We're already in here. It's the same thing. Yeah, 2nd floor. Yeah, well, she did say that we may have missed something.
I have seen these. Weapons and supplies. Enough for a small group of fighters.
Hardly enough for Halfdan's army.
Could be why Firebrand is pressing the council for more silver.
Oh, and by the way, before I forget, the people that win tonight, I will take care of all of you tomorrow. So just keep an eye out for a message, either on Discord or however we want to do that. Sometime tomorrow. I don't like to let that stuff sit, so I'll take care of it as soon as I can. Won't be tonight for sure.
A list. What Jorvik needs for the Yuletide feast.
That is Audon's handwriting.
Items have been struck out. Where did he find the funds to make this larger purchase?
Audon is a well-connected man.
Okay. Got it. Will they still be streaming when we're done? We've still got like an hour and 40 minutes left, so you may have to remind me. But I can certainly do that. Thank you, Rusty. Or Rusty. Watchdog.
A wax seal. Similar to the one I found in the sewers.
The seal you took from the Needle's hand. You don't think someone could have stolen it?
Let's keep searching. This desk. It looks as though it's been moved here.
That's yours, desk.
It is loaded with silver.
Note to Silversmith. Oh, okay, so she'll just be getting started. A personal friend of yours? To be delivered to Coppergate Market. I will need this melted down, and I will procure more if necessary. Breathe not a word of this to my wife. Uh-oh.
Scratch marks on the floor.
Yours desk used to be against the other wall.
So why the change?
Hidden passageway.
A hidden entrance. Where does this lead?
Guard the door.
Guard the door. A room. Is that poison?
There was wine here. Whoever moved it did so in a hurry. A load of wine was removed from here, and the room smells of almonds. It may be the wine was poisoned.
It is likely the wine for the Yuletide feast. Do you think one of the council means to kill someone?
Looks that way.
Everyone?
It is not him, not Major. He would never do this.
Keep your focus. Once we have all the facts, then we can worry about Jor. Right now we need to get to the Yuletide feast. The people are in danger.
You're right. The Roman amphitheater. Let us go.
question mark symbols that you see in the compass at the top there, those are, I forget what they're called, wandering travelers or something like that. If you walk up to them and pay them 30 silver, they will let you know of a location of wealth, mysteries, or artifacts on the map. Your collectibles, essentially. I'm not sure why they still show them if you've got everything, but be that as it may, that's what those are for.
Do you see the wine?
No.
Then there's still time.
The entire council is here. Any one of them could be the vault.
I need you to keep an eye out for the wine. I'll speak to each of the council members, see if I can trap them in a lie.
Even Jor?
Even Jor. If he is the vault, I'll not allow him to kill all these people. Juvena.
I heard you. Just grant me one thing. Confer with me before you make your move.
I will.
Yeah, see this guy here. Let's talk to him.
A good traveler.
Experienced traveler.
What seek you? Perhaps I can help. My prices are competitive.
Yeah, they're all 30 silver.
Yes, all right.
They changed the way that these guys work from the launch of the game. The way it was when it launched was you just got a random thing from that list. Gear, book of knowledge, ingot, artifacts, or mysteries. Now you actually get to pick.
Is this show for my benefit? Because
I'm benefiting, then you get to ask for the specific one, but as I said before, I already have all of that stuff, so there's no reason for me to... Oh, well, I can't back out. Well, all right then.
Now, show me your map. There is a place here.
Here. And then you just open up your map, and then it will show you a new thing on your map, so...
Now, to speak to the council members.
How's it going, Beldahar? Happy Saturday to ya.
Reactions that may lead me to the vault. Faravit, a word if I may.
Ah, Drenger. If it's to join arms with me, the answer is yes. We can use someone like you against the Picts.
I may be courted, but I am selective with whom I join. Are you a drinker?
Ha! If that is a challenge, I am up for it.
Very well. I'll return with some wine.
Wine? Come now, we will do this over ale. That will give us a good measure of who can better fight its lure.
That doesn't necessarily mean anything. Some of these investigation things where you gotta pick a traitor or...
He has indeed. The High Reeve of
Anything that
Jorvik
is
has
hard.
a bright future ahead if it keeps this up.
To pick the right person. Yeah, unfortunately, I've never had to deal with migraines, Beldahar. I know how bad they can be because my ex had pretty bad migraines, so I feel for you. I remember my ex telling me at one point that her migraines used to get so bad that she would essentially have to go into the bedroom closet, close the door, lay down on the floor, curled up in a ball, and stay that way for a couple of hours, and her metabolism can go into such overdrive that she could lose like 10 pounds, like sweating and all of that. So yeah, I know they can be nasty.
Aldon, it seems you have found the funds to go ahead with the feast after all. You must be elated.
That is putting it lightly. Look at it. I could not have asked for a better turnout. Soon the feast will begin, and these people will be given everything they deserve.
We should honor you. I'll fetch you some wine.
No, I mustn't indulge. The wine is for the people of Jorvik. But when it arrives, do help yourself.
Yeah, see, that didn't help either. Well, I am glad you're here, even though you're suffering through all of that.
I will have the silver ready in the coming days. Thank you, Bo.
Of course.
Sure. Who was that?
There you are. I was beginning to worry.
Worry not. We have tracked the vault here. He's someone on the council.
You are certain?
I am. Once I discover who, I will dig my blade into his heart and end this for good. Until then, it's important that I investigate without raising suspicion. I need your help.
Of course. What do you need me to do?
Drink yourself into a drunken fit.
What? Why?
I need a distraction. Keep their eyes off of me. The wine should arrive soon. Drink 3 full cups, then make a scene.
I can't be seen doing that. You'll have to find another way.
Just do it.
There, see? It's like, this is not helping. Oh, no. I think it's this guy, but that's probably too obvious of a choice.
Rishi.
Ah, come to join the feast, have you?
I have some bad news. The wine for the feast has spoiled.
Of course it has. Why would I expect differently? I'll have my men dump it. There may be more wine in my private stores. I'll send a man to retrieve it. Is there anything else?
That is all. Enjoy the feast.
I shall try.
Okay. Might actually be him getting the private stores. On some of the ones where you have to find out who the traitor is, we had a couple of those. As you find out more information during the investigation, you can go back and talk to the other people again. Based on the new information that you found, you can ask them additional questions or make additional comments and stuff like that. Yeah, silver lining indeed. My goodness. All right, well, I mean, based on that, it's got to be this guy. Oh boy.
Eivor, have you uncovered who the vault is?
I believe I have. Each of the council members has given me reason to suspect them. Some more than others.
Who is it you suspect?
As the king, Rishi has access to all. The coffers, the archives, a bounty of wine. He felt us closing in. Knew we would search the archives and try to implicate Hjor to throw us off his scent.
Brothers, sisters, dear friends, welcome all. Before we begin, I would like to introduce our honored guests. Here with me are some of Jorvik's most revered lords, men and women who have kept Jorvik trudging through these harsh times. I am pleased to say that today, on the day we honor Yule, we honor as well the nobles to whom we are all so
The wine.
indebted.
Aldon is the vault.
Too late for them. We must not miss our chance.
Join me now in celebrating their successes and yours. To everything you deserve and more.
Shit.
And now, deafened and blinded by lust for indulgence, your foolish pride, I will tell you just what nobility is. A death sentence. A new world of order is upon us. A pity none of you will live to see it.
Get the councilmen to safety. I will handle Aldon. Go.
Protect the king!
Aldon, save these breaths.
There is no escape.
You'll pay the blood price!
What's my lead?
I'm not running away. Just positioning myself.
I'll kill you!
Speaking of migraines,
Keep your guard up! Coward! Die! You're mine! Die!
anybody else?
Alden, save these breaths. They will be your last.
Okay, well, it would be interesting to see what happens if you picked him to begin with. I mean, in the end, unfortunately, all those people died down there, but how many did we save by taking care of this guy? Hasta la vista. Oh man, 8 hours. Oh, dude.
What did you hope to gain with all this? What riches are worth so much
No
misery
comment.
and the deaths of honorable men and women?
Only a feeble mind would call them honorable. They are privileged, sedentary, complacent. They wasted their resources. I secured our power through wealth. I contributed to the future of a glorious order.
On the backs of honest people, merchants and priests and nobles alike.
A4, you are wrong. Held back by your primitive cosmology. 9 worlds in the tree? No. 9 times 9,000 worlds. And as many suns.
9 nights I hung in the tree, sacrificing myself to myself. So does the wise one seek wisdom.
Countless spheres, awaiting our gift, our enlightenment.
I live in one world only. You live in none.
To Helheim with you, sir.
Lufin, where did they go?
Reeve Derby.
Definitely not asleep. What's going on?
I was waiting for it. I didn't get it. We haven't had it tonight yet. I need to go back probably tomorrow and see and play back their comments to my questions to see what he said that was different than anybody else's that would have led you to believe that it was him.
Over here.
So after we finish this part, after we finish the quest, what we should be able to do is go kill that guy. We'll do that. We'll finish this part. We'll go assassinate that guy. Then we'll do the ice cream stuff and another giveaway, and then we'll do some Jackbox.
Faravid and his cars escorted King Rishi back to the Royal Hall. Everyone is safe.
Let's regroup there.
I can out-drink an Aurochs. Step up!
Yeah, these are the drinking games. We'll do one of these real quick so you guys can see what those are like. I'm not all that great at it. But we'll see.
You look thirsty as a flaming fish. You win if you can down it faster than me.
Me.
Let's see the shimmer of your silver, friend. Ooh, such daring, cat. We drink.
Alright, how many do we have to do here? The first one is pretty easy. After that, you'll get a prompt. You start to stagger. And that's where it starts to get a little difficult.
You're sweating. You got some on your boots. Be kissing a flagstone soon. So slow.
I completely missed that one. Wow, he came back and beat me. Jeez. Okay. I was ahead of him by at least one, I thought. So yeah, that's how they work. It's the balancing yourself that when it gets hard, because they don't give you a lot of time to react to the prompt to do it. And as you can see, I am now drunk. Yeah. I am so sorry, sir, that I was going to accuse you. He doesn't know that, though.
Right under our noses. I don't care. I want answers.
Calm, Lord Rishi. Audun is dead.
That doesn't calm me. I wanted to rip the bastard's spine out myself. You want to calm me? Start talking.
Audun aligned himself to a secret group that was plotting to overtake Jorvik.
He had help from two others, Grigory the Dockmaster and Ingeborg the Abbess.
And you, Eivor? You were after these conspirators from the moment you arrived?
Yes, though I could not let it be known. This group can reach any person, permeate the walls of any city. Much like the worms of a spoiled apple. They would have eaten Jorvik from the inside out if we let them.
But you stopped that from happening. We owe you a debt of gratitude. You can be sure Halfdan Jarl will hear of this.
If the threat is gone, then you have my gratitude as well. I'm alive today, and so are many others because of you. I'd like to name you an honorary High Reeve of Jorvik, Eivor. Would you accept?
It has a nice sound to it. You honor me, Lord.
You have earned it.
Notice her hidden blade.
If I may, a hoard of silver is left unaccounted for in the grottos beneath these streets.
That's right. Silver the dockmaster was collecting.
What do you propose we do with it?
Oh, interesting.
Hard-working merchants were robbed of their wares. Honor Yuletide by giving the silver back to the honest citizens of Jorvik.
A wise suggestion. I agree.
Fine.
Fine.
I'll see to it that Hjor distributes the silver evenly. Come, Faravid. Help me secure this hoard. I could use a bloody walk.
As I mentioned before, notice her hidden blade. She got
We
that
have a saying in Bjarmia.
fairly
Only the
early.
dead get to complain.
And we're still living.
I could muster a few complaints about the king and the treasury, but I shall forbear. You did it, Eivor.
We did. It may be we were the recipe to keep Norway from Harald all along.
We still can be.
No. Norway is behind me now, and the rest of England ahead. That said, I must be going.
Wait.
Pledge.
Should you ever need us, we will come.
One last thing. The silver on your desk, Hjor. It planted a seed of doubt in my mind, so I must know. What is it for?
I suppose I can forego the element of surprise. I hired a silversmith to craft a love token for Lufina. A Yuletide gift.
You sneak.
I'll take my leave before you shame the throne.
Until our paths cross again, old friend.
In this world or the next.
Incoming mastery point.
By Jorvik again? Please join us for an ale. I know of a place down the street.
Okay, back to the hidden blade. She gets that.
Seems the wind calls me back to Randi.
Yep.
Best tell her the good news.
She gets it from this guy named Basim and Hytham, who are essentially assassins, the Brotherhood and all that. You notice she's not wearing it right. Typically the hidden blade is worn on the inside of the wrist rather than the outside of the forearm. She didn't really embrace, I guess, the idea of, you know, fighting from the shadows and having a hidden weapon and everything. So that's why she's got it on that side of her arm instead of the underside. Even though she uses it just like any other assassin would. And she does plenty of killing from the shadows, so. All right, let's see. So we got to finish that up first. We got to go talk to Ranvi because that's where it actually gets buttoned up. We come back to the settlement down here, which is where she is. She's in the longhouse. She's the one that gives us the options for forging the alliances and all those story arcs. She puts the, you know, there's a map, you know, with the standard pieces that they have on the map, and you can pick from which ones are available to go do whenever you want. Oh, we got to talk to the kids. Where are the kids? Oh, they may be in bed. There's Retta right there from those of you that have played Origins. Apparently the same guy. Interestingly enough. There they are.
Evo, Vesco Ganga.
Shouldn't you guys be in bed? It's dark. You also had the opportunity to get this guy right here. This is Chewie.
Good boy.
Look at you, Chewie. You can use him in combat too. And this is Ranvi.
I have purged the Order of Ancients from Jorvik with Yuvina and Hjort's aid. And should we ever need theirs, they will come.
You do this work well, Eivor. Is it a prelude to you joining the Hidden Ones?
I doubt it. Not enough glory in these back alley brawls.
Let's complete a bunch of silver. And then you can talk to her again and get the next one, whichever that one is.
I want to see the Alliance map.
All the ones that are checkmarked, obviously we have done all of those. We've got 1, 2, 3 of them to pick from. And you can change your mind up to the point where you start it. Once you start it, you're kind of locked in at that point. So we can do what's the lowest level one? 60. We're not going to start it. We'll pledge to it, but we're not going to start it right now. Let's save that for Tuesday.
What about Lincolnshire?
A rather boisterous man named Hunwald arrived recently, wishing to speak with you. On a matter of great importance, he said.
Where is he now?
Down at the docks, carousing with my scouts and scaring the fish from the river. He waits for you with great eagerness.
He sounds charming. I will meet him at once.
Protect your ears.
No, they don't. Retta is really the only, I guess you want to call them recurring characters. Well, I guess there are, okay, there are 3 games where the main protagonist is the same person. That's the Ezio. Those are the Ezio games. There is an Ezio, you can get the games individually, or you can get the Ezio collection. And, you know, obviously those are the 3 games that he is in, the main character, the main assassin. But other than that, I think those are the only ones where there's anybody recurring. Now, there's a real world, modern times component to the games as well. That person or persons appear in multiple games. But you really don't do... What are you doing? Get off my bed. That's not for you. But you don't really do a whole lot with them.
I should talk to Hytham.
All right, let's see what Hytham has real quick. But they're all in different time periods, different locations.
Good morrow, Eivor. I am sorry for what happened with Dag. It could not have been easy.
It was last night.
May he rest in peace.
Jorvik is now free of the Order's influence.
Brilliant as ever, my friend. Thank you for all you have done. Ah, here is something for you. An odd letter arrived a few days ago. Signed by one calling himself...
A poor fellow soldier of Christ.
That's right. Someone you know.
Not by sight. But this soldier has intimate knowledge of the Order. He's the reason I have found them so easily in the cities.
The letter says you must travel to Winchester, visit God's house and look for a man in white. Then recite this passage. When pride cometh, then cometh shame.
The Iceman cometh.
But with the lowly cometh wisdom.
All right. I'll speak with Randvi. Get a fuller picture of all this.
Do you need something?
Yeah, and you can give him these medallions. As you notice, as we've assassinated people in that little cutscene that happens afterwards, you'll get a medallion from each one. You can turn those in and get pieces of gear.
I have to go.
Then go in peace.
Now, as I mentioned a few minutes ago, even though we just committed to Lincolnshire, was it? Now that we know about this one, we can go back up to Randvi and change our mind and go do that one instead. But we'll stick with that. That will, like I said, that will be Tuesday because we don't stream on Sundays. And Mondays are our mix it up. So let's go here. Let's go pick this person. We already know about all that stuff for him. He's dead. This guy, Reeve Derby, assassinate the Vice. He can be found near a waterfall in the village of Pickeringa, Yorkshire. Magister Derby the Vice. Derby came late into the order, having already secured the position of Reeve in the city of his birth. Enforcing rules was his joy and pleasure, and saw attaining the rank of Magister in the order was a way of enforcing rules with even more severity, thereby increasing his pleasure all the more. And all of these clues, you know, we got these from all of these branches up here essentially. So you can do that. You can mark him. You'll get that yellow marker on the map. It shows you where he is. The general stories are different, but there's this overarching battle, if you will, between the assassins and the Brotherhood of Assassins, the Hidden Ones, all of that, and the Templars and the Ancient Ones. So that's essentially the overarching. All right, he is a long way away. 6 clicks. Picturinga is up here. And the closest fast travel. We'll do this one because there's some mountains up there. Let's see. Some of the games take place. The first one takes place in Jerusalem, Italy, England. Obviously, this one is Norway and England too, but Assassin's Creed Syndicate takes place in, I guess, industrial era London. Let's see, what's some of the other ones I'm thinking of? Obviously, Odyssey is in Greece. Origins is in Egypt. Ancient Egypt, ancient Greece. America, Assassin's Creed 3 takes place in America during the Revolutionary War. Black Flag takes place in the Caribbean, the Age of Pirates, all that stuff. Yep, absolutely. What else am I thinking of? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Assassin's Creed Rogue. That one came out essentially at the same time as Black Flag did. This was then as we were transitioning from the Xbox 360 PS3 era to Xbox One and PS4. So those two games came out at the same time. That one takes place, I believe, I haven't played much of that one. That's the only one I really haven't played a lot of. Takes place in the Caribbean, I guess, as well, that area. Yeah, Black Flag is very high on a lot of people's favorite Assassin's Creed lists, as are pretty much all 3 of the ones that have Ezio in them. Ezio is a lot of people's favorite protagonist. And generally these assassinations are just dead simple. You just go up there and kill the guy and you're done. That's it. There's no long story or anything like that. Yeah, see, he's asleep. Yeah, see, about as easy as it can be. Ah, shit, I missed. Fuck. Oh, the backflip, dead. Got a little twitch, twitch in my finger. Hit the button a little easy, a little early.
Rest easy, Reeve. Your time has come.
Yes. Now I will be judged at the Witten of the gods.
To Helheim with you.
Aye. Even Helheim needs a Reeve.
Yeah, when you see her do that, that's where she's taking the medallion away from them. And as everybody that you kill, you'll get a clue for somebody above them on the org chart. So we got another clue for who the father is. So we've got her and we've got him. We can't do her because there's more story that we have to do. She's been a little bit more involved and ongoing, if you will, in the story. That's why we haven't assassinated her yet. Haven't gotten that far yet. So these two guys are dead and we don't know anything about these guys, or not enough anyway. Complete this branch for that person, complete this one for that person, and then we can find out who that is and go kill them, and then that whole thing will be cleared up. All right, let's see, where are we? Let's go back. We'll go back home real quick because that's where I always end up, since we are essentially done with this for the night. Okay. We'll get a new one. Just in case. All right. So I'm going to take a quick break here. Probably just one tune. We're going to do another giveaway while I take the break. When we come back, we'll do the ice cream social. So if you guys have your ice cream, your cookies, your brownies, your pie, your cake, whatever you've got, whatever sweets you got, you can go grab those and we will do that. And we'll just sit and chat for about 10 minutes or so. Then we'll do some Jackbox and we'll do another giveaway. We got 2 more to do actually, including the one I'm getting ready to start. And then we'll do Jackbox and then we will call it a night. Let's see, which one do we want to do? Let's do a bowl of rice and beans. Hey, that's good. Works for me. I could actually go for some beans and rice. Let's do the one for regulars. Let's do the one for regulars. Now, regulars are the folks that have 15 hours in the channel. And that one is for a $30 gift card. Get that ready. Do that one for 5 minutes. Yeah, 15 hours, 15 hours, 15 hours. So we'll start that one. Again, you can use the cubes command to check your hours. And let's see. Let's do it for 10. We'll do it for 10 because I got to go downstairs and I have to go pee again as well. And then while that's all that's going on in the background, when I get back, I'll switch it over to Jackbox and we'll do some Jackbox for the rest of the night. So let me get that started. I'll do my thing and I'll be back. All right, break time. Pick one. Let's see. Let's do this one. Okay, looks like we got about a minute and a half left for entries into the giveaway. So while we wait for that, let's have some fun. Let's have some food. Let's have some stuff. So this is what I'm going to be having. This is caramel. Was it caramel cookie crunch? Caramel cookie crunch gelato. Hopefully you guys were able to grab something. And Purple Bacon's got her beans and rice. I think Laserlace said she had some what'd she say she had? She said she had some ice cream. So what's everybody got going on for the holidays? Anything special? You know, social distancing and all that aside. Grabbing yours now. Rice Chris. Hey, that is perfectly fine. Whatever it is, even rice and beans. And also, what games are you guys looking out for the most the next few months? Oh, nice. Nice. Crossing your fingers for that, Eldon. Another holiday. Oh, man. Watchdog, we were talking about candy last night, and I specifically mentioned peanut M&Ms as one of my favorites, and I love almonds too. So, good on you, sir. Ben and Jerry's Half Baked. What is that? What's that flavor? Yes, safe encounters, of course. Yes, please. Whatever you guys have going on for the holidays, please be safe. Please be smart. Wear a mask. Wash your hands. Do all the right things. Okay. Entries have stopped for the giveaway. What are we doing? Who are we giving it to? The drum roll, please. And the winner is Laserlace. Congratulations. Let's have some hype for Laserlace. Sorry, I beat you to it. Chocolate and vanilla. Oh, man. Chocolate and vanilla ice cream with cookie dough and brownies in it. Oh, boy. All right, so let's get her name on the list. Laserlace. So that should be updated now, and it is. So sometime in the next 45 minutes, we'll do the one for followers. I'm going to fix it. I wrote a note during the break because this one is always a little tricky to try and get right. And I'm going to change it officially tomorrow because there's nothing in the bot that allows you to restrict the entrance to followers. You're very welcome. Thank you for all of your support. So you can do it by, everyone, regular role, VIPs, subscribers, minimum rank, minimum points, minimum hours. Those are your choices. There is nothing for followers. In the past, I've done it for, like the stream started 3 hours and 15 minutes ago. In the past, I've done it for, okay, we'll do it for 3. Whoever's got 3 hours in a channel will be eligible. So I'll think about that for until then and see what we can do. So as you can see, we've got, as soon as I switch the screen, as soon as we get back going into it, Jackbox.tv in a web browser. For those of you that have not done this, that's all you need. You can do it on a phone, on a tablet, on a PC, on a laptop. You could probably do it on your console too, but I don't know if I do that because of the response time. No, you don't. Just need a browser. And we'll go ahead and we'll go ahead and start here in a minute. Yeah. As soon as we start a game, Eldon, it'll give you the code and you just type that in and you'll be in. Now, I have to let you know that the games are restricted to the number of players, so we're going to do Quiplash 2 first. I think that one's restricted to 8. So the first 8 people that get in will be the people that play, although the rest of you can play in the audience. All right, one more bite here. And then I'll go put this away and then we can start. I know. Yep. I do restrict it to people that have, it's either a Twitch restriction or an email restriction or something. There's something in the menu once we get a little bit farther in that will allow you to restrict it. Let me go put this up. I'll be right back and we'll start. Well, I mean, if I were not streaming at the moment, I would eat that until it was gone. But since I'm streaming, you know, we've got things we got to get done here in the next 45 minutes. So, okay, Quiplash. All right, settings. Where is it? Require Twitch. That is about as much restriction as you can put on it. Required to be logged in. Yep, recommended only for streamed games. Okay, I will let you do that. Now, I understand. I allow you guys to be yourselves in this, whether or not you choose to, you know, go. Sometimes you can go a little raunchy on some of these things if you want to. I don't restrict you in that regard, so, but also keep in mind that, you know, you can go a little too far with it, so just keep that in mind. Okay, play the game. All right, please let me join first so that I can run the game. And then you guys can come in. All right, let me get the code. E-L-N. All right, you guys can join. And everybody that's here is welcome. Anybody else? Oh, come on. We got to have more than 3 people here. The more people you have, the funner it is. There we go. Laser lace. Come on, Purple, jump in. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Misbehave, for posting the link in the chat. All right, anybody else? Let's give it about another 30 seconds or so. We'll go ahead and start this one. Like I said, you can join in as the audience if you're not one of the 8. Okay, all right, that's fine. I'll give you a minute. Bottom, bottom, bottom. Yeah, I did turn that on. So yeah, Laser Lace and Misbehave. Mention that as well. When you go to the website, make sure you check or pull down the menu and use that option. There we go. KMJ Purple Bako. All right, here we go. Three, 2, 1. All right, let's listen to Cookie.
Welcome. I'm your host, Schmitty, and I've hidden the secret
Schmitty,
to
sorry.
eternal youth somewhere in this game of Quiplash.
Got half asleep.
I want each of you to give 110%.
You'll be a
I
part
got
of the
lot money
audience.
on this.
Jill, you'll get a chance to join to be the regular group in the next
This is
one.
round 1. 2 prompts will appear on your device, which you can answer in any clever or not clever way you want. Everyone will choose between your answer and someone else's, and decide who wins. You get points based on the percentage of people who like your answer, and a bonus if you get more votes than your opponent. Go!
Oh, jeez. Really? Meow. I love the cats. Meow.
Time's running out. Use a safety quip if you need it.
Is the volume okay? Typically the volume in these games is pretty loud, so I have to drop it down. Let me know if it's hard to hear. Not that you need to hear it a lot in this, but okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
here we go. Starting things off, the brand name of a really rough toilet paper. Okay, choose your favorite. Next on the list, a text message that Jesus sends at 3 a.m. Okay, vote. Next one, a new children's classic, The Velveteen Blank. Ready, set, vote.
Wow, we get a quiplash on every one of them so far.
Your next prompt is, what Twinkies should be filled with? Get to voting.
Twinkieception. Hey!
Next in line, you'll realize you shouldn't have picked up that hitchhiker when he says blank. Vote on your devices. Round one's over. Let's check the scoreboard. Round two is here, so let's double the points and bonuses, shall we?
Shall we? Oh, jeez. Are you trying to insinuate we need to have a pajama party stream? Laser lace. Meow. Yeah, I know, right? I've been worn pajamas since I was about 5.
If you have to. Let's take a look. Starting us off, a murder weapon that should be added to the next version of the game, Clue. Okay, everybody pick your favorite.
I knew the straw was either going to be Eldon or
And next is
Misbehave.
the weirdest NASCAR sponsor you could see painted on a car. Time to vote.
Tally gets no love. Yum, 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 yum.
Next in the hopper, the name of an exhibit you'd be surprised to see at an art museum. It's voting time.
Whoosh.
Next up, what a good Christian yells right after he's been shot in the foot. And vote.
Yeah.
Moving on, a new term for when you're drunk off mimosas. Vote now. Round 2 is over. Let's see who came out on top.
Uh-oh, Laser Lace. Uh-oh. Taking a commanding lead.
And now round 3, the last lash.
The
This time
last
you'll all be
lash.
answering the same prompt. Write a quip using these word lash rules. Moment of truth. You get 2 medals to award this time. Give out your gold and silver medals now.
So I can guess which one is yours then. Misbehave.
Okay, who's taking home some medals? Here's the silver. And gold. Now let's turn those medals into points. It's over. Let's see the final scores.
Oh, jeez. Laser Lace wiped the floor with us. Oh, wow. Congratulations. You win absolutely nothing. Blaze, what's up? Happy Saturday. Welcome, sir. Oh, wow. All right. We're going to go do another game. We're going to do Guespionage. If you're not familiar with this one, this is based on polls and you have to guess. It gives you a percentage. One person guesses a percentage based on what the poll was, and then you have to guess whether or not it's higher or lower than the percentage that that person guessed. So this is one of my favorite ones, the murder mystery party. Yeah, that's another great one too, but I like this one. So we'll do that one. That will probably be all we have time for. Let's see how it goes. All right, let's see. Let's double check, make sure our settings are still good. I think they are all across all of the games. Family friendly filter. Oh, okay. I guess it's on in this one by default. All right. Okay, I'm going to put the code in as I said before. Let me get in first, please. All right. And then you guys can jump in once I get in. All right, let's see. On hide. J.
What does that mean? That's the alarm that goes off when the world's man bun.
All right, you guys can get in.
What do we do? We head to the basement and we wait it out.
Okay, everybody, file out in an orderly manner. Remain calm.
As soon as we finish this game, we will do the last giveaway of the night.
I hear you.
That makes no sense.
It makes perfect sense.
There you go,
All
Purple.
soda is called Coke until you
Very, very current events appropriate.
and I'll get a Coke.
Avatar.
But if I'm saying I'm going to go get a Coke,
You might get a Mountain Dew.
exactly.
That is the dumbest thing.
Exactly. Blaze, you gonna join us?
Ooh. Believe it.
Here I go, mopping the floor.
All right, we'll give it another 30 seconds or so.
I'm pretty sure that janitor's a spy.
Could be German.
No, I think it's just for his own personal enjoyment.
And here I come again, mopping, mop-a-rooney, scooty up a bit.
What?
Attention agents.
All right, here we go.
For anyone with lingering character traits from our intensive company production of A Streetcar Named Desire.
You can still join at this point. You'll just be in the audience.
Government, we are constantly watching everything.
Okay, that's fine.
Like
No
when
worries.
You put an empty milk jug back into the fridge because throwing it away seemed like too much effort. It all gets stored and cataloged for government use, but here we use it to play Guespionage. Let's have some analytical fun. First up.
I hear you.
I see you.
Let's see, what would be good? How about this?
Phlegm removal.
What
Ew.
percentage of people most often use toilet paper to blow their noses? Give it your best guess. You get more points the closer you come to the actual percentage. Got it, 20%. Everyone else, do you think the correct answer is higher or lower? If you think the guess is off by 15% or more, you can get double points by picking much higher or much lower.
Believe it.
Interesting.
Everyone says higher. Okay, let's see the right answer. 35%. That was a respectable guess.
Get extra points for that.
Who picks higher? Nice job. I've got some points for you. And what have we here? Good job. Double points for guessing much higher.
Nice.
Okay, who's up next? We've collected data about everything, even this. What percentage of people have put together mixtapes or other song mixes specifically for romantic interest?
Oh boy. You're welcome. Like I said, this is one of my favorite ones, so
34%. What do y'all think? Higher or lower?
Foolish humans.
Believe it.
Interesting.
I hear that.
Just one of you is saying higher. Now let's get to the right answer.
oh wow.
61%. So many mixtapes, so few junk
Good
drawers.
job, Eldon.
Who got it right? Here's some points. Who's next?
Believe it.
All right, buckle in. I've got one for you.
Okay, video VCRs, dust
What
magnets.
percentage of people have functioning VCRs in their homes?
Functioning.
Okay, higher or lower?
Foolish humans.
I hear you.
Interesting.
Hi, Dad.
Everyone says higher except for one of you. And Surveil says
Oh, do you?
42%.
Interesting. I do not.
You weren't within 30%, so no points for you. Let's see who got it right. All right. First of all, much lower means 15% less. So you think lower than 0%. Huh. What else? Nice job. I've got some points for you. Next up.
Interesting.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Mel, you mean like Mel Brooks?
Concerning celebrity Mels, what percentage of people prefer Mel Brooks over Mel Gibson?
Hmm.
30%. Everyone else, higher or lower?
I hear you.
Foolish humans.
Hi, Dad.
Running out of time. Most of you are saying higher. Okay, let's see the right answer.
Wow.
75%. They nearly joined forces to make The Passion of the Schwartz. But you know,
Passion
scheduling
of the
conflicts.
Schwartz. Oh my
Got it
god.
right.
Ah.
Ooh, points for you. Who's next?
Hi, Dad.
What should I search for in the old Surveillance Pro next? Ooh, I know.
Says the guy that removes his male hair.
What percentage of men prefer electric razors as their go-to face shaving device?
Ooh.
– 67%. All right, what do you think?
Interesting.
Foolish humans.
I hear you. Believe it.
Most of you are saying higher. And Surveil says...
Oops.
38%. And for all you bearding enthusiasts, get reacquainted with your razors. I'm begging you. Let's see who got it right. Well done. You get points.
A few.
Okay, who's up next?
Foolish humans.
I'll bet our database has some juicy data for this. What percentage of people generally ignore restaurant straws and drink straight from the glass?
Interesting. Emergency induction ports, guys.
33%. Okay, higher or lower?
Believe it.
Interesting.
Hi, Def. I hear you.
Just one person says lower. Okay, right answer is 14%. Straight from the glass. That's how a man drinks his pina colada.
I drink from the straw. Thank you very much.
You got it right. Here's some points.
Uh-oh.
Final round time.
Here we go. Eldon is in the lead.
We found the most popular answers to this question. Which Game of Thrones character do people love most? Now let's see the answers.
Uh-oh, I didn't see what Jill used. Sorry about that, Jill.
But choose carefully. Only the 3 most popular answers are worth points. Ready, go! Remember, you can pick 3 answers, not just one.
It's okay, Jill. No worries.
Let's see what everyone picked. Now let's take a look at the results. Who's that special someone?
Hi, Def. I hear you. Believe it.
Oh, laser lace again. Jeez. Man, oh man. She passed Eldon there at the end, I guess.
And only 21% of them could ever hope to.
Well, you only won by like 200 points. What is the most boring video game? Not sure what you mean by that, Zach. All right, let's see. A little over 10 minutes. Put lower there. All right. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do the last giveaway. Go ahead and do that. All right, let's see. Let's switch back over to here. So we're gonna do the one. It's marked as followers, but we're gonna do 2 hours in the channel, so that way the folks that came in tonight, especially the ones that came in with Misbehaves raid, will be eligible. So let's do that. Let me get it set up. 2 hours, and I'll have, like I said earlier, I'll have to come up with something else because the bot doesn't allow you to do it with followers. There is no option to use a follower flag. All right, let's do that. So again, use the cubes command. That will show you how many hours you've got in the channel, as well as number of ice cubes. It costs you 1 ice cube per ticket, and you can enter a maximum of 1,000 tickets for the giveaway.
No, Dimitri, I know
So we'll do it for
the American on TV.
Well, there is always
We'll do it for 7 minutes, so that will put us right around the time we would normally be shutting down. So we'll do that, and I'll start it now.
Average Americans walking down the street.
Yes, this would be stupid. We see this already on the closer.
So if you got 2 hours in the channel,
Even own a television?
you are welcome to enter.
End of Seinfeld.
Okie dokie.
You earn that by the amount of time that you spend in the channel, Zach. You can get it by $9.99. Uh-oh.
A reminder to all agents, we have a camera on the coffee pot, so we know when you take the last cup and don't refill the pot. This is your final warning.
The founder. Let me go ahead and shut the game down, because we're not going to be doing anything else. Yes. Back to the pack. Do I want to exit? Yes, I do. You are very welcome. Thank you guys for coming out. I really appreciate it. Glad everyone was able to come out. Jackbox is always a blast. I should probably check out some of the other ones. I know they're up to what, 7? Jackbox Party Pack 7 now. Oh, ranked up the veteran. So that is that's 50 hours, I think. Right? You've been in here more than that, haven't you? Oh, 100 hours. Okay. All right. There we go. Oh, the Quiplash in number 7 is hard. I like number 3 because it has more games that I like. Some of the newer versions than 3. Some of the games I just don't like them. They're not fun. Well, I like these because there's like 3 out of the 4 or 4 out of the 5 or whatever it is. I enjoy the game, so, and that's all that matters, right? All right, let's see. I can shut that down. We don't need that anymore. Yeah, so while we're waiting for that, we've still got 4 minutes. As I mentioned earlier, and for those of you that have just come in, tomorrow is the day off. Tomorrow is a normal day off as part of the schedule. I don't stream on Thursdays or Sundays. On Monday is what we call our Mix It Up Monday night. That's where we will play something different than what we are currently playing as part of the story, which is, if you were not here earlier, that is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So we will be doing something other than Valhalla on Monday. And that will be from 6 to 9, and we will be back to Valhalla on Tuesday. I'll have to find something. Maybe I'll get something off of Game Pass. I was so close to getting Immortals Phoenix Rising. We could have done that, but I think I'm going to wait on that because we've got Cyberpunk coming out on Thursday. And I don't know if we'll be done with Valhalla by Thursday or not. If we are, we will start Valhalla or Cyberpunk on Friday. If not, then we'll just continue Valhalla until we're done with it. We've got at least 3 or 4. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that, Purple, because I saw that you had started that, and I've seen good things mentioned about it. She's talking about the what is it called? Tetris Connect, I think. It came out recently. So yeah, let's give our streamers some shout outs here. We've got, while we're waiting for that, we've got Purple Bacon. Let's give her a shout out. She typically plays a lot of stuff that she plays are things that you probably never even heard of. She plays a lot of indie stuff, a lot of much smaller games. So if you're looking for something that's Tetris Effect connected, okay, yeah, there you go. If you're looking for something a little different than what you might normally play, come check out her channel. Give her a follow. We've also obviously got Misbehave, who is my primary moderator. She's awesome lady, very nice, one of the nicest ladies on Twitch. She's been streaming Mass Effect 3, so give her a follow as well. Blaze, And Sovereign, that's right, those guys too. Grand Theft Auto 5, Call of Duty. Who else do we have that's here that's a streamer? Laser Lace as well. Although she doesn't, unfortunately, she doesn't stream as much as she used to. I really wish she would start up again. Who else do we have that's a streamer? Jill as well. Thank you, Jill, for mentioning that. All right, let's go back to... Yeah, Jill is very much a Fortnite fan. She plays it. She tweets about it a lot too. So give her a follow if you are a Fortnite fan. All right, we got about 30 seconds left in the giveaway. All right, I'll go ahead and shut the console off because we're not going to need that. We are done with that. Let's switch the input on the monitor. Back to that. All right. Yes, that is correct. Eldon is Misbehave's Mass Effect wiki. Probably just about everybody's Mass Effect wiki. All right, we have entries. We have 5 entries. All right, let me pick a winner here. The winner is Misbehave. Congratulations. Yes, it's gonna say, let's get some hype. Let's get some hype for Misbehave.
Ooh, shiny stuff.
All right, we have had rigged. All right, let's see. Yeah, that is going to be it for the night, guys. Thank you so much for coming out. I really, really appreciate it. And congratulations again to all of the winners. Thank you all for coming out. It was really awesome to have you all here. I wouldn't be here doing this if it wasn't for you guys coming out and hanging out with me, making fun of me. You're welcome, Eldon. It's good to see you. All right, let's see. I've already done the Thursday, Sunday thing. Done the Mix It Up Monday thing as well. Let's see. Do we have anybody that's... Oh, that's right. That's right. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. Watchdog. I assume they are live now. Okay. Read. Oops. All right. Is it Nace Watch? I assume. What are they playing, Watchdog? Watchdog mentioned earlier he commandeered the raid. That's why we're doing this. He spent some of his channel points for the channel point reward to commandeer the raid. So let me get that started. RDR2. Okay. If you would like to join us, and please, everybody, let's go in the raid. Copy everything out after the colon in the raid command that Misbehave issued, and copy that out and paste it into Nace Watch's stream when we get over there. All right, looks like it's ready. Again, thank you guys so much for coming out. I really appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. I will see you on Monday for Mix It Up Monday. I don't know what it is yet. I'll probably mention it in Discord once I know. We'll find out. So thank you guys again for coming out. I really appreciate it. I'll see you Monday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Here is Nace Watch. Enjoy.